Hey guys, happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm back. DPP is back. Back from New York City. Back home now. So, and I want to say thank you guys because you are amazing. All of you are amazing. And I want to, let me get some water. So I want to say that we are at the beginning of a whole new calendar year with Scentsy. The new calendar year starts May 1st for Scentsy Consultants. And what that means is that for your sales, that your personal sales, you get rewarded once you reach a certain amount, which is 30,000. And your sales is like 14 new consultants, get them certified and above. The new calendar year starts all of those incentives. But let me tell you guys about the incentive trip. First of all, I want to know how many of you guys even know anything about incentives, incentive trips? Anybody? Because when I joined Scentsy, I didn't know. Not initially, I didn't because I didn't join for that reason. So when I found out about the incentives, oh my goodness, I've been a consultant for 13 years. I think when I first joined Scentsy, Hawaii was the incentive trip. When I joined December 23rd, there was no way that I could have gotten that trip because the cutoff is January 31st. Well, the next trip was to Disney. And I can remember looking at those numbers thinking, I can't do that. I looked at the qualifications, how many points you have to have for doing various things. And I said, oh, I cannot do that. And guess what, guys? I didn't do it. I didn't go because I didn't know how to get it started. I didn't even know what to do first because remember, guys, when I joined Scentsy, I didn't have the upline to help me. So I'm out here just not knowing what I'm doing. I just kept selling and kept sponsoring, but I didn't know to track things. Okay, moving forward in 2011, I remember walking across the stage twice as a director and told myself, you're not going to walk across that stage again as a director. You're going to walk across the stage as a star director. I knew then that it was required of me to get more team members to promote and also help those team members promote and so on. So I earned my first trip in 2012 and I earned it at the top level because I changed my mindset. That other year, I thought, whoa, I can't do that. When I see those high numbers, like, what am I going to do that? It's because I didn't know how. So sometimes when you don't know how to do something, you already put it in your mind that you can't do it. And you don't feel like you got away. But Scentsy has changed so much now with all the information, all the tools, all the people in our lives to help us. There's no reason for that now. So it's been on and popping since then. I'm going to run down a list of places that I've been with Scentsy. I'm going to read them because I've been so many places that I can't always remember, okay? The first trip was the Dominican Republic, and I earned it at the top level. The next trip that I earned was Costa Rica. That was in 13. 12 was Dominican Republic. In 14, I went to Greece. Greece, I was one of the top 100. They only allowed 100 people to go. I was the top 100. Then I went on I earned a Royal Caribbean cruise, but I didn't go. I ended up going to, on a trip with my daughter. We went to Scotland. I went to Scotland with my daughter, so I skipped that trip. So I ended up going to California instead, Disney, so pretty cool. I think I might have these trips out of order. So then I earned Disney in 16 for 3, and we celebrated my daughter's 16th birthday there on Scentsy's dime. Income disclosure, if anybody can put that down below because I'll be talking about a little money. Okay, then in 2017, I earned Africa. I was the top 100 global this time. For Greece, I was the top 100, but Africa, I was the top 100 global. That means including the other countries. So the next trip that I earned was a cruise, but I took Disney California instead because I traveled with my daughter's choir. Okay, then there's some other little trips in between. In 2020, it was a top 150 to Netherlands. I earned that. Well, because the pandemic hit, I could not go there. So since he was giving away cash money at that time, I took the cash. In 2021, I earned Disney for 6 people. I didn't go because some of my kids weren't able to go, so I just opted out, took the cash instead. 2021, I was able to, I earned the global, 2022, I'm sorry, 2022 top 75 global incentive was to Amsterdam. I took the cash buyout. I didn't go on that trip either because mama wasn't doing so well. So I had to be here with mama. So for 3 years, I didn't take trips, but I took the money instead. So since he isn't doing cash buyouts anymore, they were doing that during the time of the pandemic, but no more buyouts. So this year, there were multiple locations that Cincy sent us. So I chose New York. And I chose New York because New York is right here in the States. The other locations were out of the States. So I chose this because mama, just in case something goes wrong with mama, I want to be right here. I've gone to New York City before, but not like this. I was a chaperone for my daughter's choir when I went before, but this time, OMG, New York was off the chain, guys. I gotta say this, and let me say this too. I had so much going on because my bonus mom, she was in the hospital for like 4 weeks. I had to help her get it in a facility. So I was very distracted with all the things leading up to the trip with the planning and all the stuff. So guys, I gotta say, Erin, I don't know if she's here. She's in the group, but Erin was my lifesaver. There's so many consultants out there, guys, that's got our back. So Kim and I went to New York. Kim is a new consultant, reinstated consultant. I met her last year in February at an event, and she tried to join my team, and she wasn't able to because she had been a consultant before. So she reinstated her account and came to me. So Kim earned a New York trip. It was her first trip, and she was there with me. We had the most amazing time. So Erin, back to Erin. Erin was always messaging me, telling me, showing me her itinerary, telling me what she was going to do. And there's another young lady, oh my goodness, another consultant. I always like to have these signs. So another consultant, she didn't make the trip, and I miss meeting her. She made the signs for me. So she made the signs for me and gave me the signs because every trip that I've earned starting Greece, I didn't start into Greece. I always take a sign with me because I want people to know that we have earned this trip. We didn't win the trip. We earned it. We worked for this trip. So I always have a sign to remind people that we earned this trip. Okay. So Erin had hers. So she had hers too. So when I met Erin for the first time, and she greeted me with gifts, and another consultant greeted me with a gift like I wasn't expecting these things. So these things happen, guys, as you meet people. But let me back it up. So when I flew out, guys, I want to cry. I've got to say, guys, in everything, I'm so blessed, and we all are. We have the support of each other. We have support of customers and extended Cincy family to make these dreams come true. Here I am. We're talking about somebody that grew up with nothing. I grew up with nothing but my family, guys, to see that we can do all things like this, all the shining lights and everything. We can earn this. Doesn't matter where you come from, but Cincy has laid it out there for us to be able to do the things that we only dream of. So when I stepped on that Delta Air flight, guys, I flew first class. And they make you feel special in first class. They treat you differently. They serve you drinks in a glass, not a plastic cup, but a glass. They give you things that you're not given in coach. They give you extra food in first class. Guys, I've been doing this 13 years. I worked really hard, and you treat yourself. You treat yourself to the extra things when you know when you need it. You need that reward because you owe it to yourself. So treat yourself, guys, to something extra. So once we arrived in New York, guess what else happened? As soon as we came down the escalator, Kim was ahead of me somehow because I used the restroom. As soon as I came down the restroom, the guy holding the Cincy sign said, "Are you Debbie?" I said, "Yes, I am Debbie. I'm your driver." Well, no, he didn't say I'm your driver. I'm going to get you to your driver. I'm sorry. I'm going to get you to your driver. So when Kim and we got ready to go outside, a brand new Cadillac Escalade SUV black with my name on it picked us up to take us to New York, to the hotel, the Marriott Marquis Hotel, which is a 5-star rated hotel right there, very close to Times Square, where everything is happening. We even had a room, my room, you can even look out the window and see where the ball dropped. Guys, you know, you watch the New Year's Eve and you see the ball drop. Well, my room was right in front of that, where you can see the ball drop. Isn't that amazing? And what's so interesting is that when we went into I've never been in a hotel like this, so fancy smancy hotel. So we got in the hotel, you had to use your key. Once you get beyond 8th floor, you had to use your key and tell what floor on the outside that you were going to. Your key would direct you to that floor. It was pretty tricky because all of the elevators, the multiple elevators, they were alphabetized. So when you scan it, it will take you to the letter to get you to that direct floor on Maze Balls. So the first night when we got there, they had a welcome dinner. And they had it on, I forget what floor. But we had the whole entire floor all laid out. Entertainment. Had a person standing there like Statue of Liberty. We could take pictures with her. All types of food and networking. It was pretty fabulous. Laid out where you can just eat as much as you want to eat. Much as you can consume. Laid out Cincy style. Okay, that was the first day. That Monday, we all had various choices of tours that we could accept, that we could take. I signed up for the historical tour, which included the 9/11 memorial. It was pretty touching. That tour was everything because our tour guide, she was great. She was telling us all about the history of New York, the places that we travel, pointing out various things. Oh my goodness, it was pretty amazing. Going into these high-rise buildings, and you know, you would never think when you go inside of an elevator and you got all of this attraction going on in your elevator. It was amazing. I got it all on camera. I got all the pictures. If you look at my Facebook page, guys, please look away because I create an album so you guys can just be there with me. So since he paid for our passes, guys, they did. They paid for us to go to all these attractions. Pretty amazing. I remember when my son told me, he said, Mom, make sure you go to the Summit. Well, the Summit was closed on Tuesday when we got ready to go. So we found the Edge. You're talking about living on the edge. Oh, that one place we went to was called One World Observatory. The One World Observatory is a place where in the elevator they had all the fancy smancy stuff all around the elevator. Yeah. And each day, like day one, I may have these in order, out of order, but since he gives us gifts, guys, every time you go back to your room, there are free gifts in your room. So the first night they gave us this. This is what we call room drops. So since he give us gifts, every night you can expect something in your room. Okay. So I got that. The next night, and I may have them out of order. They gave us this Statue of Liberty. This is chocolate. It's a Statue of Liberty chocolate. And this little note. This says day 2 on here. Day 2 for that. Then day 3, okay, day 3, they actually gave us a Hamilton book. I think I left a book in my suitcase. They gave us a real big book of Hamilton. And they also, gave us, we went to see Hamilton. We went to this Broadway play, Hamilton. It was extraordinary. It was everything. I've got to see it again. Somebody said to watch it on Disney, but guys, if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it on Disney, but you've got to see this in person. It was so entertaining. I love Broadways anyway. It was everything to be inside New York to see this live Broadway. And like here's the ticket here, the admission ticket here. No, this is for something else. That's the National Memorial right there. I'm getting them all mixed up. So this is the Edge I was telling you guys about. Look at this right here, guys. I went to the Edge, and as you can see, that's like 102nd floor up from the building. This is 102nd floor. I was right there hanging out on the edge. I was living on the edge. So a lot of times we're afraid to do certain things. I've always had a fear of heights, but I can't believe it's like something came over me to try something different. I wanted to try something different. I'm 61 years old. Like, what are you going to try different in your life that you haven't tried before so you can feel accomplished? So I did it. I did it with my friends. We went up there and we took a lot of pictures. We took some videos. We did. Cassie, one of my new friends that I met there, she's amazing. She filmed me while I was up there on the floor. I backed up. Guys, I was backing it up. I didn't want to see it. I was backing up. And I remember having my telephone in my pocket, and somehow my phone fell out of my pocket onto the glass floor. And I felt like, oh my goodness, this glass is cracking. So I got to get up. She said, honey, that's your cell phone falling out. So right there, guys, as you can see, I was on the edge right here, hanging out. That's 102nd floor right there. I did that. And right underneath there, again, that's a glass floor where you can see all the way down to the street. And I laid on that and took pictures. Yeah. So, yeah, you talk about stepping outside your comfort zone. I did that. So after we left I'm all over the place with this. Oh, we had a farewell dinner. Oh my goodness, at this restaurant called oh my gosh, I wish somebody, Cassie, if you here, put that in the comments. I cannot remember the name of the restaurant we went to. This famous restaurant, and everything was like right at us, right there. The hotel that we stayed in, the restaurant, the theater was all within walking distance. I cannot remember the name of the hotel. So bad, so terrible. But anyway, we went to this restaurant. I can remember it to be the nicest place. The food was grand. I remember taking pictures of everything on the inside, and all the consultants were in together. It was so amazing. The connections that you make, the people that you meet. I remember when I met Cassie, she showed me boards. I had boards out, but I hadn't worked it. She got me signed up with the boards, showed me how to at least get it started. I still don't know what I'm doing, but she at least got me started. So not only do you earn these trips, guys, and have the best experience, but you get to connect with people that you wouldn't have met before. And I connected with consultants all over the globe. I met some consultants from Guam. I met some from Mexico, from all over. I mean, this is what you get, guys, and we're all connecting with one another. These are bonds and relationships that we will always have. And we're learning from each other as we're there, connecting with one another. We got each other's back. We got a group, and whenever somebody was going somewhere, we would put it in the group so we could all know that we didn't have to go alone. We went in Ubers. I'd never done an Uber on my phone before. We called Ubers. We went on the subway train. We went to Grand Central Station, and we even danced in the street. I love 360 cameras, right? So we found one in the middle of the street. So Cassie and I danced in the middle of the street. We did this, guys. We did this. I wanted to do everything. Now, Erin had it set up for us to go to the Today show. She went. I was too doggone sleepy to get up. We had to be up like 5:30 in the morning. I was like too sleepy, but they went, and they were even televised. So guys, it's so much more than what Scentsy has to offer us. It's the connections that we make while we're there. The stories that you hear, and people saying that I never thought that I could be where I am now, but I am here. All because they had the confidence in themselves to be there. And it was like a dream come true. All the things we did, all the eating, we ate so much food. We were they're famous for their pizzas and their cheesecake, and we tried to eat a little everything. And all the food that Scentsy provided for us, and all the things. I'm trying to see. They gave all of us a little name tag to put on, and then it says here where you're from. As you can see, DPP is on there. And then they gave us, I mentioned that we went to Hamilton. We got this right here. I'm trying to see what else they gave us. Oh, and then we also had a chance to go into the museum, the National September 11th Museum. We went inside there. That was so sad. Oh my goodness, it took everything to hold tears back from that. But the experience, and Kim, oh my gosh, I was just so happy for Kim to be there, because again, she is a new, Oh, they gave us a pop-out map. I knew it was something else that I missed. They gave us this pop-out map. I don't know what I did with the map. And this is our agenda right here. They gave everything and laid it out so we can know what to expect each day. It's all laid out here each day. Scentsy is amazing. When I tell you, and then I'm going to tell you something else, guys. I'm going to tell you how blessed we are. And this is something, too, I forgot to mention. Aaron made this for me. So you'll find consultants giving you gifts just out of nowhere, just out of the kindness of their hearts, just giving you things, okay? So let me pull my computer back up. I mean, bracelets, keychains, just giving stuff away. Pretty amazing. I got to show this to you guys. This is the pop-out map right here that they gave us. You open it up and see, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's the pop-out map. Yeah, these are really nice keepsakes. Got all kind of keepsakes. Then right here, got these little pins. It says for you, special gift, and it's got little pins on here with New York on it. It's got New York on here. It says Experience New York City 2023. So for every incentive trip, they give us pins that we can put on our lanyards. It's a pretty nice little keepsake. Now, this is the most touching thing right here that they gave us as a gift. Now, we got this on day 4. Remember, guys, all these gifts that I'm showing you, every day we could expect something to be in our room. We go out during the day and we come back and there's a surprise in our room. So as I open this, okay, it says here, authentic. It's got on here, New York Times. This certifies that the accompanying product is an authorized reproduction from the New York Times. This right here, guys. This is, it said, oh, upside down. Oh, my goodness. So it says the New York Times. But let me tell you what stand out about this. Can you guys raise your hand and guess what I'm about to say about this special news, this newspaper? Anybody got any idea about what I'm going to tell you about this newspaper? I'm going to tell you. I kept looking. I said, what is it that stand out about this newspaper? I kept looking around here and looking around here. Boom. What stood out, guys, is my birth date. Right here. This paper was issued on the day that I was born. April 11, 1962 is right there. So this New York Times edition, this right here came out on the day I was born. Now, you know that's a huge keepsake, right? It's in a plastic. Isn't that amazing that Scentsy does special things like that for us? Isn't that amazing that we can work our business and get our paycheck and get bonuses along the way? I don't know about you guys, but I worked for a company for 37 years and never received the extra stuff that we get from Scentsy. Never. Never. It was expected of us to perform. It was expected of us to show up. It was expected of us to pick up the phone and answer questions. And that's what we got paid for. If we did anything extra, if we got there early, or if we stayed late, or we did something really extraordinary for the customer, we didn't get paid extra. It was part of what was expected of us. But the one thing about Scentsy, if you go far and beyond, you will be rewarded. You get rewarded, guys, when you go far and beyond. Let me repeat that one more time. And I say this because I know I've experienced the extra. So when you work hard, you stay consistent, you reach out to people, you bless somebody in return, Scentsy's going to bless you. This is the reason why I tell you guys, stay the course. Don't go looking left. Don't go looking right. You're in the right place right here, guys. It's right here. It's what you need. You need Scentsy right here. You just need to roll your sleeves up and get busy. Because one thing we know, one thing I know, one thing you guys should know too, is that people are buying and they are joining. You just have to find them. Right now, guys, I have 4 potential team members joining this month. 4. I've got 4, okay? I see Shelby on here. Yay, Shelby is joining us. Shelby is going to be my new team member. I'm glad she popped in because as I was on this trip, It was late Wednesday night sometime. Shelby messaged me and said that she wanted to purchase Star Wars, the warmers, and also Ewok. Well, I'm out of town. And I told her I wasn't sure if I could get to it in time because I'm in New York. So I told her how she could do it, and I told her I was going to try too. So when the sale started yesterday afternoon around 12, she told me, she said, I got it. And I told her I got it too. So I said, between the two of us, one of us is going to get it. And so I thought about it. And this is what I do every month, guys. I want you guys to start doing this. When you create your parties, always keep parties open at all times because you want to give back. So many people have given back to me, guys, and blessed me. Shelby was a blessing to me. She showed up in my inbox. And I asked her, how did she find me? She said she found me on Facebook. She found me on Facebook, sent me the message. It went in my other folder because we weren't friends. It went in my other folder. So look in your other folders, guys. You never know when somebody's going to pop in and ask you for something. It went over there, and I responded to her, got her information just in case I need to put the order in for her, but she went ahead and did it herself. So in turn, I said, you know what, Shelby? I look for somebody to bless every month with this opportunity. I said, because you already love this stuff, you can get cash back on it anyway. And she told me she's doing some things to her house and the extra money could help her. So I asked her, would she accept my offer to take a kit that I have available? And she said, yes. She will be a new consultant, guys. Boom, boom, boom. This happened Wednesday and today is Friday. So guys, show people how much you care about them by blessing their lives. You never know who life you're going to be able to touch by doing that. Just know this. Somebody thought enough of you to mention the opportunity to you. I look at my sponsor all the time and thank her for the opportunity to think enough of me to do something that I never thought I could do. And now when I join Scentsy, guys, I join only for the discounts. But look, Scentsy is my full-time job and this income takes care of my family. That's where it is now. Sometimes it evolves. Sometimes you can go from wanting for just the discounts and taking it up to a whole nother notch, taking it up to a whole nother notch when you see all the extra perks that Scentsy has out there for us. For the first 2 years, guys, I didn't earn trips because I didn't know how to. I would have wanted to, but I didn't know how to. It's one thing to know how to want to do something you don't know how. And I didn't earn annual sales and annual mentor because I didn't know how. But I'm here to show you guys how to do it. Each and every one of you, if you're interested in earning annual sales, earning annual mentor, earning trips and incentives, I can help you. Because guess why? Because I've done it myself. I'll teach you to show you. I can show you how I do it. I can tell you this, guys. If you earn annual mentor and if you earn annual sales, you are guaranteed to earn incentive trips. Let me say that one more time. If you earn annual sales and annual mentor, you will earn the incentives. Not only will you earn the incentives, you will earn them at the top level if you earn annual mentor. So earning annual mentor, I know that you can earn the trips. I know this because Scentsy gives more points when you bless others. So in turn, Scentsy is going to bless you by putting you up at the top because you're helping others by paying it forward. So guys, don't forget to always keep those parties open. And you do those catch-all parties. And whenever you have those rewards, go on and bless somebody. Somebody bless you with the order, so bless somebody, pay it forward each time. And we're going to continue to be blessed. So guys, once you get in your mind that you want to achieve something, you will do it, but it comes from here. It starts here. You have to tell yourself that you can do it. You got to tell yourself that you're amazing. You got to tell yourself you're going to step outside your comfort zone. Look at me, DPP, all up there on the top floor, laying on the glass. Never thought I would do something like that, living on the edge. So, guys, and something else, whenever I travel, I always have my samples with me. Be prepared, guys. Be prepared to have your samples with you when you're out and about. Pass these bad boys out, and all it is a little piece of wax in a plastic bag with my business cards. It sells itself. The smell it sell. Have people to put this in their purse, in a backpack, and in their car, And I promise you, you're going to get more customers. You're going to get more people to join your team. That's what it's all about, guys. Simplicity is everything. But just know to get ready for your next incentives, guys. Get ready for your next achievement, annual sales and annual mentor. And we could totally do this together, guys. Love you. Happy Friday. Go be great. DPP out.